What is going on, everyone? My name is Size and welcome back to another Best Base Location video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys even more incredible locations that I think that are absolutely insane to build at. Some of these includes like quartz and metal, really cool metal location, a really nice flat base location to build your base on, and much more. Also, if you guys are interested in joining the community dedicated server, how to do so will be in the Discord. If you guys also need any help, want to chill out with the community, or like run some games with the community, then you can also do that in my Discord. So if any of that sounds interesting to you guys, then come on and hop in the Discord. So the first base location we have here is at negative 476 and negative 91. Now this location is just really nice and really flat, allowing you to build your main base here and having a lot of room to build and do whatever you want. You know, if you want to do like breeding, if you want to do, your crafting base, if you just basically your main base, you need to have a nice flat area to do everything the game wants you to do, and having an area like this is really going to help you throughout your progress and adventures through this game. Now, I do advise you guys having at least one main flat area base and then the other two like resource mining bases. And this is also kind of nice because you have two metal nodes here, and on the other side you also have two more metal nodes. So it is not only a really flat area to build your base, it also has some metal nodes as well to get you started off, which is pretty good. Also, you don't need to have any, heat protection, cold resistance, anything like that. So you can come here pretty early on at the start of the game and start building your base. On top of all of that, there's actually an outer like cliff face on it, or rock formation, whatever you want to call it, that protects. Hold on, let me get out of these trees. It's really messing the FOV up. But it basically protects the whole outer base. So you're going to be pretty fortified, making it very difficult to get raided, if not impossible. Now, I have not built a base here and tested it, but it is going to be very hard to get raided, like I said, if not impossible, making it a very nice cherry on top to the whole other positives that this area has. Now the next base location we have here is at negative 666 and negative 111. Now this is at the number 2 Sanctuary Island, and yes, I did use a Sanctuary Island in another one of the best base location videos, but I did not realize when I made that one actually that each of the basically Sanctuary Islands will have a different resource. So for example, this one has metal and sulfur. The top right one up here has metal and coal, and the bottom one has no type of resources. I don't even think it has metal. So I didn't notice that. So this area actually is going to be really good for sulfur. Now it is split and very like spread out. So what I would advise doing is building a base in one of these locations. So like maybe up here you'd be pretty fortified, or you could even do it up here as well and be even extra fortified to where you basically can never get raided. And you will basically, I had somebody, and I think it was 2 videos ago, say that anything that you built outside of your base, like in the proximity of it, won't spawn, and that's not true. Basically, anything that's built inside the circle of your base won't spawn, as in like enemy wise. The resources will still spawn. Obviously, just make sure you don't build over them or block the spawns. So what I would do is come up here, like get a nice area, and just build a nice little resource base or somewhere where you can teleport to, and throw some pals in your inventory that increase your weight, and then you can go and hit all these sulfur nodes. This isn't the best sulfur base, but out of all of my looking, as you can see, I have so many base locations. Pretty much there's only like 3 sulfur spots on this volcano, and there's really no other sulfur spots on the map that are actually good to farm. So this is the best one that I could find that isn't one of the like meta sulfur spots. So if you guys are having issues finding sulfur, you can come over here and build your base, and have some pals over here. Then maybe you'll mine like 1 or 2 nodes, and then you can just come over, throw some, like I said earlier, some pals that increase your weight, hit all the sulfur and metal nodes basically, which there are a lot of metal and sulfur nodes on the Sanctuary Island. And then on top of all of that, you actually can farm some really powerful pals here, like Vermintide Igneous, Verdash, and there's some other ones that spawn here as well. So you can get some pretty powerful pals. Mixing that with the sulfur and metal nodes and the fortification of it as well, since you're on a Sanctuary Island and you can build up on top here. And even if you build up here, being very difficult to be raided, puts this at number 4. And like I said, it's not the best, but it's a very off-meta spot that should be pretty much open on any server you're playing in. Also, if you guys are enjoying the video or you find any spots throughout the video that you may have not known or find any of the information useful, if you guys could consider hitting that like and subscribe button, it really lets me know you guys are enjoying this type of videos, you know, really lets me know you guys are enjoying the Palworld videos I make, and it really helps with the YouTube algorithm to get the video out there to more people. The next base location we have here is at negative 604 and negative 722. Now, you are going to have some heat resist so you don't get killed here and burned since you are in a hot area. Now, this is a very good cool spot. As you can see, we have about, I think, 7 cool nodes here that you can go ahead and farm. Pretty big space as well. Besides having this little rock here, it is pretty flat. So you can set up a nice little base here just for like a resource mining outpost. And it is very fortified. As you can see on the back, you have a giant waterfall here on a cliff face, so you really can't get raided from the back, only being able to get raided on the front. So you can just build some walls on a gate and be pretty fortified here. Not really have to worry about this area while you're, pals through all the mining. There is some stone as well, but stone really isn't that big of a resource, but if you want to throw that in there for another plus, you can as well. But mainly, it's a really good coal outpost farming area, and it's pretty fortified as well. On top of all that, it does have a really nice scenery as well, so that's why I think that that deserves that number 3 spot, as I accidentally press a move on my pal. But yeah, I think that's why it deserves the number 3 spot. The next base spot we have here is at negative 683 and negative 290. Now, you are in the volcano area still, so you are going to have some heat resist. But this area is very good for metal. We have, I think, about 9 spots clustered here and 10 over there if you count that. So it's very nice on the metal location. It is very fortified too, since you are on top of this hill here, making it pretty much impossible to get raided because they can't really spawn behind you to raid. So they're going to have to spawn in front of you, and once they do, you have all that lava there for like a natural barrier and like defense. So they're just going to burn in the lava and die, making this pretty much impossible to be raided on. But yeah, it's a very nice kind of flat area too. If you build your base and like plop your thing down here, you could probably get all 10 metal nodes and have a very efficient metal farm. Like I said, it's decently flat, very good on the protection in the front. You do have 1 sulfur node here in front and then plenty sulfur nodes in front. So if you want to throw that into, you can go ahead, mine manually. Yeah, it's very nice, flat, good metal nodes, very nice on the natural protection in front for the lava, and basically making it impossible to be raided. That's why I put this spot as number 2. Now, the number 1 base spot we have is at negative 309 and positive 538. Now, this location is actually a 2 resource location, making it very efficient for this automated mining bases if you guys want to set that one up. We have 2 metal nodes and I'm pretty sure 5 quartz nodes here, making it very efficient. On top of all of that, you are pretty defended and fortified against raids. You pretty much can't get raided from the back. On top of that, in the front, again, you're on a cliff face, so you pretty much can't get raided from there. So the only really way you can get raided from is either from the left or right side of the base. But even the right side, they pretty much only have 1 way of coming in, and same thing on the left. So you can just set up, 1 gate on the left and right, and you'll be pretty much 100% fortified from raids. But yeah, I went ahead and just set up a PAL box here as an example to show you guys that you can, even on this uneven terrain, you can set it up to where you'll get both iron nodes and all 5 of these quartz nodes to go ahead and mine. And then you can go ahead and just set up some stone foundations here to go ahead and make your base nice and flat and not really have to worry about, that uneven terrain. You can set up some berry plantations and some things like that, and a box to actually put the resources in, so you can automate it and then just come back in a few hours and collect all that juicy resources. So mixing all that, the 2 metal, the 5 quartz, making that a 2 resource node base, as well as it being decently fortified. And actually, I didn't even notice on the backside there's another, what do you call it? Pretty sure it's metal. I really can't tell. It's either metal or quartz. So it actually makes it even more efficient than I thought it was. But mixing all that with the location and just how cool it is as well to be able to see like a frozen lake to your left, that's why I gave this the number 1 spot. I hope you guys found some really cool and useful spots, or at least new base locations that you haven't heard or seen before. I think that number 1 spot I haven't seen. I watch a lot of other videos, but if you guys have seen it before, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.